Video is going to look at evaluating infix expressions. Now, if you've never looked at this concept before, then what you may want to do is just watch this video through and see how I approach doing each of these different problems. If you have already watched the first video or you've had a lesson on this already, then you might just want to pause the video now, have a go at them, and then see what the solutions look like when I put them together. So decide which group you'd like to sort of be in. Maybe pause the video as you go along even and try different ones out, and we'll go from there. So with the first one, it's probably the most straightforward type of reverse Polish notation or infix to postfix expression we can do. All we're simply going to do is move the operator to the end of the sequence, so it's going to become 3, 1, and then minus as an answer. Now with the second one, what we're going to do, if we consider this, there are no brackets, so we have to think about the order in which we would like this to be executed in. So the order would be, according to following the rules of BODMAS, is we would do 3 times 4 first, then add the 5 to give us 17. So we're going to go for 3, 4 star, because that's the first part of the equation which needs to be evaluated, and then we're going to do 5 plus. With regards the second one, with regards to the third one, sorry, we've had this made slightly more easy for us in the sense of we've been given the bracket, so we know that that's the area that we're definitely going to be executing first, and then we're going to divide the whole thing by 3. So what we're going to say with this one is we take the brackets out because reverse Polish notation doesn't use brackets. We're going to have 11 3 minus, and then we're going to go divide that all by 3. And that one is all to do with the fact that we are taking out those brackets, and we need to record the order of the execution of this particular equation. All right, so moving on to the next one. What we're going to have with this one is we're going to have the 5 as the first order of sequence, although we're not actually going to do anything with it straight away, because what we're going to do is we're going to go 4 to the power of 3 first of all. So what we do is we write 5, 4, 3, and then I'm just going to use the root symbol as it is there, and then we add on at the end. Because what we've got here is, if we didn't, so when we evaluate this expression, we would evaluate this inner part of the expression first of all, and then we would add 5 onto the end of it, based on the evaluation of 4 to the power of 3. 3 times 2 minus 14. This one again is we're going to be evaluating, essentially we're going to be performing a calculation on this part here first of all, and then we're going to subtract 14 from it. This is a fairly common type one that they asked for in the exam. So 3 2 star and then 14 minus to give us the equation that we've got there. Okay, moving on to number 6. Number 6 is an interesting one in the sense of we've got brackets and we've got raised powers as well. What we're going to do here is, well, we deal with the brackets first of all. So we're going to go 4 minus 3, and then we're going to square it, which is really sort of useless, but we're going to do it anyway. And then we're going to subtract 11 from it. So following the principle of that, we're going to go for 4, 3 minus, because that's the order in which that needs to be evaluated. Then we're going to raise it to the power 2. And then we're going to subtract 11 from it afterwards. So 4 3 minus 2 power 11 minus. Now the final one is an interesting one, because there's actually the equation on the left hand side of the division is actually evaluated already. So what we're going to do with this is this gets placed on the left hand side, but it isn't going to be evaluated immediately. So 101 is going to be placed there. What we then need to do is evaluate these brackets, so the 3 and the 1, so add those together and then raise it to the power of 4. So that's a bit like this example just here in some ways. So it's going to be 101, 3 1 plus, and then it's going to be raised to the power of 4, and then we're going to divide the whole thing afterwards, which is this bit here which links in with the 101 and divides it in that sense. Okay, so that's how we convert from infix expressions into reverse Polish notation, and we'll move on to having a look at how we store reverse Polish notations in the next video tutorial.